Should I take this ski? Or that one? Or even that one? I don't know. Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today's video is about what ski is the right one for you. So today we will focus on backcountry and touring skis because there I think it's way harder to decide, because you have these tiny skinny but super lightweight skis, and on the other hand you have these super fat wide powder skis, but they are really heavy. But what ski is the right one for you? So the first question you should ask yourself is, am I touring or not? If you're ski touring, it's really important to know how heavy your ski is. Of course you want the lightest ski possible, but still you want to be able to go down as you want to. But I have to say, for smaller tours, even those ski works if you're fit enough. I did a few tours with that one, but I have to say that it is really hard and exhausting. But today I will just focus on the skiing performance. Of course, you want to keep in mind, if you're touring, how heavy is your ski. First of all, we will start with these super fat and wide skis. Those are the Atomic Bend Shetler. They are 123 millimeters under the binding, and of course, as you can see, they are made for powder. They are super wide and they have this huge rocker in the tip and in the tail. So these skis are really for deep snow and deep fresh snow. I'm living in the Alps and there are maybe like 2 or 3 days where you would really need this big of a ski. At the other days it's cool to have, but still maybe a thinner one would do the same. Because as the ski gets wider and the rocker is even more, it gets harder to go down on, for example, a slope or on hard-packed snow, because you just don't have the grip on the edge right here. And it could be super exhausting if you're driving these in the wrong conditions. So I would say these are the powder skis. For example, if you're living in British Columbia where it just snows non-stop, then those are perfect. But it has to be said, they're really heavy for ski touring. I got skins for them, but it's not ideal, of course. Moving down the range, we have still a powder ski, but it's not as wide. This one has 108 millimeters underfoot and the rocker is not that hard. And this is the Salomon Rocker2 108. But there are a lot of skis in that segment between, I would say, 100 and 110 millimeters. Of course, they're still meant to ski in powder, but they will perform a little bit better if the snow is hard packed, if there are a lot of tracks in the fresh snow. And of course, you can feel the difference on the slopes because you have the little bit extra grip on the edge. Of course, the ski is a bit lighter than that one, but still heavy for touring. I would say these skis are perfect, for example, if you live in the Alps like I am, where there is powder but not that often, that's super deep, but you still want a playful ski and you don't care that much about weight. Again, moving down the range, this is a ski with 95 millimeters under the foot, and this is kind of the sweet spot, I would say, between powder performance and still touring performance, because at that width you can get light skis, but they are still awesome to go down, and even awesome in the powder. You can say we got a nice rocker shape here, but most of these skis are not twin tip. So this ski is like a super all-rounder. It does well in the powder, of course not as good as those, but still they are not too heavy for long ski tours, and they give you a little extra grip on icy parts or on the slopes, for example. So I would say skis like this are perfect for somebody who wants to go touring but still wants to go down really nice without having to carry up like super heavy skis up the mountain. And it could be good for a beginner skier who just starts out in the backcountry, because let's be honest, those skis, if you have no experience in deep snow, are pretty hard to handle because they're heavy. If you know how to do it, they're super easy, but to get used to it, probably a bit thinner ski is better. If you have experience in the backcountry, then you can just go for the bigger one if you'd like to. Then between 80 and 90 millimeters there are a lot of touring skis because they are light and they don't have to build like super expensive materials in there to have a light ski. So there are a lot of skis that are really affordable. This particular is a park ski, but just to be said, if you are between 80 and 90 millimeters, you will find a lot of skis. They are great for going uphill, but also great for going downhill. For example, if the snow is just like, for example, 10 centimeters of fresh powder or hard packed snow, you will do great on everything. So skis like that should be for anybody who is really into touring and doesn't ski powder all that much. And then, of course, we have super skinny skis, super lightweight. See that one? I think that one isn't even the half of this ski, but I can't say for sure. Those are 73 millimeters under the binding, so pretty thin. There are even thinner skis out there, and these skis clearly they're just for going uphill. Of course you can ski down, but it won't be as much fun as with all the other skis. So these skis are probably just for the uphill guys. But if you are one like that, then just go for it. No matter what, find the ski that fits perfectly to you. So let's do a little recap. Basically we can say the more powder you ski, the bigger your ski has to be. But there are limitations. For example, if you ski a lot of powder and you still want to go touring, then maybe you should check out skis like this, 95 or between 90 and 100 millimeters. But you should also keep in mind that bigger is not always better, because in a lot of snow conditions, smaller skis will just do fine because you don't need a super wide ski. And then you have the advantage of a smaller ski, for example, on hard packed snow or of going uphill. So now that you figured out what type of ski you want, it's always about the length. How long does my ski have to be? Is this too short? Is this too long? Of course, to this question there is no simple answer. Let's start off with the powder skis. A powder and freeride ski should always be at least as tall as you are or taller. But keep in mind, the taller it is, it's sometimes harder to get the ski around the corner. But of course for free skiing it keeps way more stable if the ski is longer. That's why we have that long skis in free skiing. It doesn't matter if you have 120 or 100 millimeter underfoot. If the ski is taller, it will be more stable. But for touring there's a big downside of a tall ski, and that is, for example, if you do a kick turn, it's way harder with longer skis, and of course the longer the ski, the heavier it gets. So keep that in mind. So if you want to do a lot of touring but still be able to have as much fun as possible by going down, then you should go maybe between your head size and your nose, somewhere there. That should be a good spot. So that's it. This is all I can tell you about these skis. If you have questions about skis or about you and what skis you need, then just go ahead and ask them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And as always, click the subscribe button, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!